everybody, this is Lauren of Plan Mosh Plan. Welcome back to another plan with me. This week I am doing a memory plan video on the week of March 9th using this really beautiful kit from Two Lil Bees. I just kind of showed you a preview of what the week turns out looking like. It turned out beautiful and I love it. A lot of times, I've said this before, I really tend to like sticker kits that use a lot of neutrals and then a really dark color like black, but I tend to have trouble planning with them. I tend to just get overwhelmed with the black or something, and then I don't like how the spread turns out, but I actually really liked how the spread turned out. So that was a happy surprise to me. Before I kind of get into everything, I do want to just note that so I've been doing obviously memory plan videos. That's what I do. If you're new here, I don't plan. I have a couple of videos where I actually plan in advance, but for the most part, my channel is memory planning in my Erin Condren. So these are weeks that have already happened, and then I just write down, kind of almost like journaling, except with stickers and all that. So this week is kind of where I mark the start of really kind of starting to be impacted by COVID-19 stuff. So I wish that I could kind of keep doing the plan with me's and keep this a place where you don't have to think about any of that kind of stuff or whatever, just a total escape. But the reality is that I do these based off my real life, and I talk about what's really happening in my life. So if you're here to kind of escape from what's happening in the world around you right now, this may not be the best video. I'm going to talk about a bunch of other stuff too. I'll obviously talk about work and coffee dates and meal prepping and wine tasting and all the stuff that I normally talk about. But I do kind of start to mark COVID-19 stuff, as this is when it really kind of started impacting my life. So if that's not for you, that's not why you're here, totally understand. But I mentioned in a previous video that I will try and do some memory. There's a lot of spreads in 2019 that I still haven't planned or filmed yet in my 2019 Erin Condren. So I will try to kind of sprinkle in some of those plan with me's too as I get into, this spread the 19th of March. It's now the 18th of April, so I have at least and I don't think we're, shelter in place is lifting within the next couple weeks here or anytime soon. So, I mean, maybe, I doubt it. I live in California. So, but anyways, I'll try and sprinkle in some of my 2019 plan with me's in case you want that kind of escape, so that it's not all just me talking about working from home and whatever else. Okay. Oh, dang it. The past two plan with me's, I've said I was going to try and answer some questions that I have on my Instagram from February, and I still haven't been able to get around to them because I just keep talking so much in the intro. My bad. Maybe next time I will get to it. There's so many good questions that came in on my Instagram, and I haven't answered any of them. Oh, well, okay. On to the day by day. Oh, by the way, everything that I put down for the base was either from the kit. The date dots are from the Giving Girl, which I like. They kind of match the blocky lettering style of these date covers, so I thought those matched really well. And then the March script in the upper left-hand corner is from Rose Color Days. Okay, on to the day by day. We had a contractor start this week to help my coworker and I. It didn't work out, obviously, because of everything that happened, but she started this day, so I marked that with a little bow from the kit, and then we spent kind of the entire day onboarding her and getting her all set up. So I marked that with, it was I think it's a mild liner kind of pen from Two Lil Bees. It's really cute. I really enjoyed it. Using that pen and putting it over top that third box, which, by the way, again, I'm campaigning for kits to include more third boxes. I love them. They are the perfect size. These ones from Two Lil Bees are I love them. They're perfect. Underneath that, I marked that I had one call this day. I used a hexagon from the kit, and then I layered a bow from the Giving Girl over top. All of the bows that I use, most of the bows that I used this week to layer are from the Giving Girl. Not all of them, but I do use them a lot because this kit isn't foiled. So, yeah. I end up using a lot of them. This spread actually didn't turn out that foiled, and I still really like it, so that's kind of interesting. Okay, I just skipped past all Monday. Anyways, I used a cup from the kit to mark that I went to Phil's and got coffee with some of my coworkers this day. I worked late. I used a computer from the kit to mark that, and then I picked up some mail that I needed to pick up, and I just used an envelope from the kit, and then again layered more bows from the Giving Girl over top. Okay, and then I think you saw me, I don't remember if I edited it out. I wasn't actually looking at the video when I was just talking, but I wrote down that this was the day that Stagecoach got canceled. I didn't like how I wrote it, so I redid it. I put this full box down, and then the little bow washi strip, which is actually a sticker but looks like a washi strip, is from Paper Blush Bar. I do have a code for Paper Blush Bar, by the way. All of my coupon codes are always listed down below if you're new. I say that in every video. But anyway, Stagecoach got canceled this day, which is the music festival that I always go to for my birthday with my friends. That was sad. At this point, we were like, oh, bummer. Like, I was still thinking, like, oh, well, I'd chance it. No, not anymore. I wouldn't. Things have changed, obviously, but I was super bummed. So that happened this day. I marked that I had 2 meetings the same way that I did on Monday, and then I marked painting my nails with a Crafts by Towie nail polish script. And then I'm marking here that I just came home and had a really lazy night. I didn't do a whole lot this day. I don't know why. There just wasn't a lot marked in my planner. Whatever. Anyways, I marked it with a bowstring box from the Giving Girl, which I love, and then that candle is from Planning World. It was a $2 Tuesday. She releases, like, I think 4 little icons. I think that she draws. She's super talented. Every Tuesday is $2 Tuesdays that you can pick up if you're interested. I really like them. I have been enjoying them a lot. So I do have a code for her too. I believe it's also Lauren15. Most of my codes are Lauren15, I think. But like I said, they're all listed down below. And then on the bottom of Tuesday, I just put a little divider from Rose Color Days. Okay, so, I don't know what happened, but the footage got cut off for like all of Wednesday, so I'm going to try and just talk through it really fast. We found out that Steven had to work from home through May. His company called it on this day on Wednesday. So that happened, and I layered a little scallop from Harriet Wright Designs over top of that. I also marked that I canceled my flight to Stagecoach this day with a Crafts by Towie sticker. I had a meeting. I meal prepped. I used a little frosting bag from White Deer Stationery, and then I used the Rose Color Days bows and Simply Gilded washi for the rest of the day. So that was a very quick overview of Wednesday. On Thursday, I marked that Steven went to... this is when he started working from home, and he went to his dad's house his parents' house because his dad was sick. I kind of still think he had it. He had all the symptoms of it, and he was just like, they just needed help. So he went over there that day. I had 2 meetings that day, and this is when it got weird, man. My sister and I went on a coffee date this afternoon, and there was no one left. Like, there was no one left in San Francisco where I work. So I don't know. I went to CVS that day and picked up like Steven's prescription and some other stuff because I kind of knew at that point. I was like, I'm not coming back in. Like, my company had at this point sent out an email being like, we're not shutting down the office yet, but if you want to work from home, you can choose to. And a lot of people, they said that on Wednesday. Almost no one was in the office on Thursday. I remember looking down like into the street. I work in the financial district, and seeing 2 people on the sidewalk that afternoon. Like, there was no one there. So this was my last day in the office, and I just marked it with a scallop from Panda Bird Design, and then another mild liner from the kit or Two Lil Bees, and yeah, I haven't been back to my office since. Also, the CVS run that I marked, that bag is from White Deer Stationery, and the heart was from Tasseled Planner, who's no longer open. So on Friday, I marked that the COVID working from home begins. I used one of the little clipboards from Two Lil Bees. It wasn't included in the kit, but the colors match the kit, so I have a whole sheet of those now that I really liked. And then that laptop is from White Deer Stationery, and the bow that I layered over top is from Paper Blush Bar. And then I also marked that this is the day that Steven and I started watching like the daily presidential press conferences every day, so I used that. I think it's supposed to be a bank sticker from Paper Blush Bar, but it looked like, I don't know, the Lincoln Memorial or the White House or something to me, just the style of the columns. So I marked it that way. And then I also ended up working really late. I think because like working from home, I wasn't super productive this day because so much was going on. I ended up working pretty late into the evening. And then after that, I just cooked. I marked it with a Panda Bird Design scallop and a mixer from Simply Watercolor Co. I have a coupon code for her too. I believe it's also Lauren15. So this weekend was kind of the last weekend that we went out and did stuff. We were super careful about it, and we were starting to become super aware of social distancing. But we did like do a couple last social things this weekend, and then this was it. Like we stopped after this. So we went and did a wine tasting up in Sonoma. It was actually a food and wine pairing. It was so fun. It was a winery that we're members of, and they offer like this, I think it's like 7-course little like mini bites and wine tastings, like pairings. It was so much fun. We had such a good time doing that. There was literally like 6 people in the tasting room that day, so it wasn't a huge concern, but yeah. So I marked it with, I flipped a half box over, the wine glasses from Miss Just Plans, the little script flag up top is from Paper Blush Bar, and the heart divider is from Rose Colored Days. After that, we stopped at our favorite deli up in Napa, which is called Genoa Deli. I marked it with some marble, the utensils from Crafts by Towie, and then we decided to go to the Target in Napa, thinking that it would be less crazy than the ones down. We live in the Bay Area, and Napa was in Sonoma, they were a lot less affected. They had like basically no cases at this point, so we thought we'd go to the Target up there. But this was the first time that we like went into a Target or any store, and we saw that the shelves were wiped. Like there was the entire paper towels, toilet paper section was just gone. It was such a weird thing. So we kind of stocked up on some like canned foods and mac and cheese, pasta, like whatever, that kind of stuff, just to put in the pantry, because we generally don't keep too much of that around. So we're like, we should, just in case, at this point we didn't know what was going on, if it was going to be like, don't leave your house at all for a month or whatever. So we just got a couple of things, nothing crazy. Yeah, so I marked that with a bag from Sticky Sloth Designs. I have a coupon code for her as well, and then a heart from Tasseled Planner. And then I also marked this day that I did a big Sephora haul on my Instagram. I cut 2 flags from the kit. I cut them down and layered them, and then used more eyelashes from Simply Watercolor Co. Okay, moving on to Sunday, I marked that I slept in this day. I just took a coffee cup from the kit, and again layered the Giving Girl bow over top it, as I did for like basically every icon in the kit. I also haven't mentioned I did a lot of layering of stickers, like on the Target. On Saturday, I layered it over like little circles from the kit and stuff like that, so I probably should mention that. Okay, we slept in this morning, and then we also, I think, watched like 2 episodes of Silicon Valley in bed. We literally didn't get out of bed until probably like noon this day, which was really nice and relaxing. So we marked finishing Silicon Valley with just a little scallop from Panda Bird Design. I love Silicon Valley. I'm so sad that it's over. It was such a good show. I feel like all my favorite HBO shows are done. Big Little Lies. Sorry, got interrupted for a second there. But anyways, all my favorite HBO shows are done, including Silicon Valley, which I love, and I think you should totally watch if you haven't already. It is hilarious. We also had a birthday party for my uncle this evening. It was at my aunt's house. There was less than 10 of us there. At this point, they hadn't declared the shelter in place yet, but we kind of knew it was coming. So we all were staying 6 feet away from each other, no hugging, no kissing. There was Clorox wipes everywhere. This is where it kind of started to get weird. So that was really our last family outing, I used the Celebrate sticker is from, it's really old, from White Deer Stationery. That divider is one of the Pantone divider series from Planning World. And then I marked that Stephen and I went to Safeway this evening, hoping that if we went at 10 o'clock at night, it would be fine, but it wasn't. It was creepy. There was a ton of people there and there was nothing on the shelves. It was the weirdest thing. So anyway, that is all for this week. I hope you enjoyed this spread. And as always, I really hope that you are staying safe and well. Thanks everybody. Bye.